Dear friends, welcome to Project Kisse Kavitain. I am coming before you with the second episode of our rafting expedition. This rafting expedition is very unique in so many areas. Number one, never ever in the world any rafting expedition has started from 14,000 feet high. Never ever this Sarap River till Padum was run by any expedition before and after us. And never ever on this kind of expedition, school students with their masters and of course the experts were never part of any such expedition. So we were indirectly feeling proud that we are part of this kind of expedition, which is very special. Yesterday we had camped along the bank of the river, left bank of the river. Some of the trees were around, and also enjoyed kitchen which was basically designed in a trunk. Today we got up quite early, had our morning tea, had a breakfast, packed our stuff and started rafting around 9:45 in the morning. First 45 or 50 minutes, it was literally enjoyable because rapids of 2 or 3, great, they were there. Hardly any problem could be seen. But all of a sudden, river took a turn and we are almost at the entrance of a long, narrow gorge. Partho, our guide, had hardly time to convey to us that layout. Our first raft, led by Rajeev, we all worked hard paddling done, and our raft almost caught the right bank of river. I, being the tallest, just jumped, caught a rock, and of course with the help of the rope brought my raft on the corner of the bank. Second raft led by Shaukat. In that raft, one of our very senior teacher, he also tried the similar trick, jumped out of the raft, tried to catch the bank of the river, which he couldn't, because sometime in life it happens, we do fail. We plan and it's not successful. He was into the river. Now just imagine, at an altitude of 14,000 feet high, when you are in the river, freezing cold water. So understand the kind of agony the member had to pass through. But he was taken out. Moreover, we were wearing life jackets, helmets, and proper training had been given. Now coming to the raft, led by Shaukat, which couldn't get the corner, he was landed into the river like the unguided missile at narrow gorge, narrow river. But I must confess, they all tried hard, using every resource, every pedal and the oar and their skill. They finally got through the narrow gorge, which was almost 3 kilometers long narrow gorge. Now Shaukat brought his raft on the right flank of the river, started reading the river again. Now the planning to take the second raft. This was the planning, that let us take the tough paddlers and that journey through the narrow gorge of the other raft started. But sometime, your planning sometime may not be 100%, accepted. And raft turned a bit. And right in the middle there were a few rocks, and it got stuck for a minute. Everybody struggled, but successfully came out, reached the narrow gorge. And after finishing the narrow gorge, the raft was brought on the right flank with the other raft. And now we gathered all together. We gathered our strength again. Because rapids do come. Rapids are going to be there in a river. Rapids are the waves. Rapids are those hurdles in life also. And in life also, those rapids, these hurdles, they create problems for us. But it's up to us how we, plan, and how we implement, and how we take those hurdles. Now, another problem is right in front, very close to our rafts. There was another first grade 4 or 5 rapid. We took almost an hour to read that rapid and almost gone 100-150 meters ahead to watch how the river is looking like. And this was decided that hard paddlers, toughest individuals, they were taken out. So there were 2 individuals high siding. What they normally do, in the front part of the rapid, 2 people are just manning on the raft, so that when the front part of the raft is hitting that wave, so it's not getting flipped. So it's taking raft to the next level of that wave. With a lot of hard paddling, things were fine and settled. People were satisfied. Still the narrow gorge carried on. It was not that narrow now. Yes, it was narrow, but not that narrow that we had thought of another problem. Now even the rapids were there, 3 grade. So many 3 grade rapids were there, 2 grade rapids were there. And we today literally enjoyed our rafting till little over 5 o'clock in the evening. When all of a sudden we found on the right side there were some green fields available, and little on the higher ground there were some of the houses visible, and the people even they were just watching us. We kept here, and people starting coming down. They never, thought that this kind of raft can, come through this river. Or the people, there must be something special. Might be the aliens on this river who had come here. Because they have never seen rafts. They have never seen people of our nature, of our style. They were touching us. They are touching the rafts. What kind of these individuals? What kind of rafts? So, but slowly they understood we are also part of this world. We have also emotions. We can understand them. They can understand us. We had interactions with them. We camped here. And during our interaction with those people, we could learn that almost half a kilometer after this camp, there is a big rapid might be grade 5, 6 rapid. And some of our members, they almost revolted. They said, "You have brought us to die. We will not move from here till the time properly this river is not inspected. Call the chopper here," which cannot be. Because this river from Randinala till Padum, there is no road sport available. Hardly villages around. But yes, this was decided that the river will be inspected. 14th morning, myself and Shaukat, we had gone till half a kilometer to watch that rapid. Yes, it was a difficult rapid. Had there been enough water, we could have easily crossed over. But the water level was not to that level. So finally decided we have to now cross over this portage, do the portage. And Rajeev and Partho, they were sent to go to as far as place so that you can inspect the river and let us have the true picture of the river. Till you go, please go. On 15th evening, Rajeev and Partho had come back and they had given us a wonderful news that the river is decent ahead. With hardly any hurdle, hardly any big rapid there. And I'm sure we all can easily manage. So now the problem was we have to shift the camp. We have to shift every stuff of ours and do the portage. Either we have to hire people from this village, Sutak, or we have to request them to provide horses or yaks. They helped us. Though initially they had told us to charge 125 rupees a trip, at which they negotiated on 150. But yes, it was part of it. Sometime we have been coming into this situation where the bargaining has to be done. So we can't do anything. So another put-in point was found out. River was little on the lower side, much below that top part, but looked safer. Everything was loaded. Even if it was 4:15 in the evening, we thought, let's get out of this place because we are getting disappointed here. And better, we need to be moving. So let's move from here. Finally, around 4:40, we started rafting. And just 45 minutes after, we found some abandoned huts. And closer to that area, there was a small stream coming from the left side of the river. And we could find out that closer to the stream, there were some places where we can easily camp. Finally, this was decided to camp here and move for the next tomorrow, because in the daytime your approach is different. You can negotiate tough situations, but evening might be little difficult. So all of us decided to camp here, but we were satisfied. Even today we must have covered 30 to 40 kilometers of rafting. So today we are here only, and we pray that you all look after yourself, and God provides you all that whatsoever is desired in your life. Till then, wait for next episode. We will have some another entertaining and challenging rapids in front. Thank you very much.